Hey family, how are you? This is your girl Chandra Clark, and welcome to the Just Box. This is a place where we do not judge, we talk about it. Today's episode is personal, it is real, it's raw, and it's straightforward from the soul. Today's chapter one, is called Faith Fire and Finding God in the Dark. And again, this is chapter one, the review of the movie Sinners. This chapter is my reflection on the film Sinners. Again, I'm not a critic, but as someone who was moved deeply by the message behind the story, I do feel like, I deserve, my chance to speak on how this film is. Um, the film didn't just spark thoughts of the what ifs. It pretty much reminded me of the God that I love and believe in. Believe it or not, it reminded me that even when sin seems to take over the world, God is still standing by my side. Um, Again, He's going to always stand by your side, my side, anybody's side, because He's that God. He's that God who's going to pretty much make sure that um, we are still standing. He's not going to leave us nor forsake us. When God died for us, He did it so that we could have a clean and a healthy relationship with Him, not just to forgive, but to restore. See, I don't only feel for those who are lost, I really feel deeply for those who want to do right, but just can't seem to get their life together or in order. See, this movie pretty much reminds me that we all have a battle on the inside of us. A good side and an evil side. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody got that good side and that bad side, because if somebody do you something or do wrong by you, you're gonna be like, man, I should. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. There's always that good side and that bad side. But at the end of the day, it's like that story about Job. Now, let me be clear. The movie didn't mention Job's name at all. It didn't mention by name, but when the twin brother died, it reminded me of him. Now, you might say, why or what? Well, if you look at it, because Job had to lose everything that he had to gain his strength. And I believe that the surviving twin had to lose what he loved most to become who God was calling him to be. Now again, we don't know what his calling is, but as you can see, me personally, he wanted to be a good husband. He wanted to do right by his wife. And again, sometimes we have that good and bad side, um so it's just this thing that you have to think about. I mean, me personally, I would say think about it. Do not allow it to um overtake your mind. I just really want you to think about it. We saw people in the movie that was fighting for money, attention, power, and trying to survive. We saw spirits move through the juke joint when the guitar playing was playing the song, because that's who the devil really wanted. And those who wasn't, and those who weren't spirits of God, they were spirits of confusion, of disruption, of the evil. See, the devil knows music. He was heaven's choir director. He knows how to show up in the midst of anything. He knows how to show up in a way to be a heartbeat in the middle of a song. And if you're not praying, and if you don't have a foundation, he'll crack it and he gonna take it all over. Because be honest with you, that's his job. But see, in the same scene, the devil couldn't touch that man. Why? Because belief blocks the enemy. Again, this is my own personal reflection of the movie. I ain't trying to persuade nobody, but see, when you belong to God and see, can't nobody ain't gonna touch you. You are protected. Even when it's temptation in the settings right in front of you. See, this film showed me that spirits lives on. If we don't get ourselves right, those spirits will enter us. And once they're in us, they will take over our thoughts, our emotions, and our life. See, the truth is, the devil doesn't care if you are good or bad at all, because I'm telling you, the devil does not care. He cares about taking your soul. And this movie, it reminded me that we have got to have faith. See, if we don't have faith, we won't grow. And with faith, you will grow. With faith, you will be humble. Without faith, you won't be humble. See, with faith, you will be kind. And without faith, you won't be kind. And see, you got to keep your soul prayed up. Again, this is my own personal reflection of this movie. And before I go, I want to say this. Now, before watching this movie, and again, it was brought to me, and to be honest with you, I didn't even know this movie was out. I'm not a movie type person, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, the way the world going on now, I really just want to watch it in my house. Do you understand me? But see, it was brought to me, and someone told me, hey, let's watch this. And when I saw the cover, the first thing that came out of my mouth was Holy Spirit. I'm being honest with you, y'all. I'm just saying, and that cover spoke to me, and to be honest with you, it was letting me know that I am a believer. Because if you know God, you know God is in the midst of it all. All I'm saying is this. This is chapter 1 of 12 on the movie Sinners, given to you by yours truly, Chandra Clark from the Jest Box, where your peace remains still so your mind can get filled and you won't get a bill, and that's called information. Listen, I want you to share your insights on this movie. And again, this is a place that we will not judge and we don't judge. We talk about it. So again, I thank you so much for tuning in, and I wish you all of God's creation best of luck. Chapter 2 will be coming out soon, and I hope and pray that we continue this with the most high thoughts, and again, if you know God, you will know that you are protected. See, again, this is my own personal reflection of this movie. Again, when I saw this movie, I saw Genesis 1 and 1 all the way down to Revelations. Again, I'm not doing this to get souls saved. No, I'm just saying my review. Now, if you so happen to let one of these chapters moves you in any type of way, I do ask, I declare and decree that you come forward and you tell me how. Again, I'm again, this is my own personal reflection of this movie. So again, I ask you to please share your thoughts. Again, this is my reflection. Again, we're going to have chapter 2. We're going to have some people in here that have watched this movie 3 or 4 times. Again, this movie is like a drug, but a good addiction to show you what the possibility can be if you do not have faith. Okay, I love you guys, and you guys take it easy. Again, thank you for tuning in. And again, this is a place that we do not judge, we talk about it. And I thank you again for tuning in. Thank you. Have a good day.